Most people lose in the market not because they don't know how to read charts or because they don't understand indicators. They lose because they don't understand their own mind. Denise Shull's book, Market Mind Games, breaks a very big illusion. This book says, the problem is not that a trader is emotional. The problem is that no one taught the trader how to understand emotions. This book looks at trading psychology from a completely new perspective. It does not teach you to fight emotions. Instead, it teaches how to use emotions correctly. In this video, you will learn why fear and greed actually arise, how the mind deceives us in trading, why overthinking happens, and how professional traders use their minds. This is the story of the battle happening inside your mind. Part 1. The mind is the real battlefield. Denise Shull starts with a shocking statement. Loss in trading happens in the mind first, it shows in the account later. The market is not against you, many times your own mind is against you. How does the mind work? Market Mind Games explains that the human mind has only one job, to keep you safe, and that becomes the problem. In the market there is uncertainty, risk, no control. The mind interprets this as danger. Why does fear arise? Fear does not come because the trade is wrong. Fear comes because money equals security. Loss equals danger. The mind thinks, if the money is gone, I am unsafe. And from here, early exits, removing stop loss, panic selling begin. Emotions are not enemies, the most revolutionary idea of the book. Emotions are data. Emotions are information, not enemies. If fear is arising, it is telling you something. Maybe the position is too big, the risk is beyond your tolerance, or you are unable to accept uncertainty. The illusion of emotional control. Denise Shull says, emotions should not be suppressed, they should be understood. Traders who suppress emotions become more unstable internally. Explode suddenly. Do revenge trading. The real pain of loss. Market Mind Games explains that the pain of loss is not just about money. For the mind, loss means, I am wrong. I am a failure. My identity is threatened. That is why people don't accept losses. Increase holding. Fail to exit. Awareness equals the first weapon. Denise Shull says, until you understand what is happening inside you, you can never stay calm in the market. A professional trader recognizes fear, observes thoughts, does not react impulsively. Part 1 summary. Part 1 teaches you that trading is a mind game. Fear and greed are normal. Emotions provide information. They must be understood, not suppressed. Without self-awareness, consistency is impossible. From here, you stop being just a trader and start becoming a decision maker. Part 2. Why overthinking, confusion, and decision paralysis happen. So far, you've understood that the biggest battlefield in trading is not the market, but your mind. Now, Denise Shull addresses a problem almost every trader goes through. Overthinking, confusion, decision paralysis. What is overthinking really? Market Mind Games says clearly, overthinking does not mean thinking too much, it means processing the right information in the wrong way. When you change charts again and again, think about the same trade 10 times. Look for 5 confirmations before entry. The problem is not lack of information. The problem is inability to tolerate uncertainty. The mind wants certainty. The market doesn't give it. The human mind wants 100% correct answers, guarantees, control. But the market is probabilistic, uncertain, never guaranteed. This clash creates confusion. How confusion forms. Denise Shull explains. When the mind gets too many options, contradictory signals, no definite answer, the mind goes into freeze mode. This is called decision paralysis. The trap of the perfect trade. An important point from the book. There is no such thing as a perfect trade, but traders keep searching for it. Because of this, trades are missed. Confidence drops. Self-doubt increases, and the next trade is taken with even more fear. What mistake does the mind make? Market Mind Games explains that the mind treats uncertainty as danger, connects mistakes to identity, increases thinking to avoid risk. So overthinking is actually a self-protection mechanism. The fear behind overthinking. Denise Shull clearly says, you are not afraid of the trade, you are afraid of being wrong. The fear is not about losing money. The fear is, I was wrong. My intelligence is questioned. My image is damaged. What is the solution? According to the book, Market Mind Games says, clarity does not come from thinking less, it comes from asking the right questions. Professional traders do not ask, is this trade perfect? They ask, is this trade within my risk? Can I accept this uncertainty? Embracing probability. Denise Schull's core message: trading is not a game of certainty, it is a game of probability. When you accept that, every trade is uncertain. Loss is normal. Outcome is not in your control. Then, confusion reduces, overthinking decreases, decisions become clear. Part 2 Summary. Part 2 teaches you. Overthinking is a defense mechanism. Confusion comes from craving certainty. The illusion of perfect trades causes damage. Probability thinking brings clarity. Professional traders learn to live with uncertainty. From here, your mind starts becoming calm. Part 3. Fear, loss, and pain. How pro traders see them. Now you understand. The mind wants certainty. The market gives uncertainty. Overthinking comes from this conflict. Now Denise Schull goes deeper: fear and the pain of loss. What is fear really? Market Mind Games says, fear is not the enemy. Fear is information. Fear does not say the trade is wrong. Fear says, risk is beyond your capacity, or you cannot accept uncertainty. Why does loss feel so painful? According to the book, money is not just money. Money is linked to security, identity, and self-worth. When a loss happens, the mind feels, I am a failure. I am weak. I am wrong. That pain becomes unbearable. Loss equals threat to identity. Denise Schull clearly says, the biggest pain of loss is not money, it is identity. The trader thinks, am I a good trader? What will people think? How will I see myself? Mistakes made while running from loss. Market Mind Games explains that to avoid loss, traders remove stop loss, increase position size, delay exits, and create bigger losses. Running from loss only makes the loss bigger. How do professional traders view loss? Denise Schull explains professionals do not take loss personally. View loss as data. Accept loss as part of the process. For them, loss equals feedback. Loss equals learning. Loss equals cost of business. Don't run from pain, understand it. The book says, ignoring pain does not make it disappear. Understanding it transforms it. When after a loss you feel the emotion, analyze it, understand it, the next decision becomes better. Emotional intelligence in trading. Core concept of Market Mind Games. High-performance trading equals emotional intelligence. A trader who has awareness of fear, understanding of pain, recognition of reactions, can achieve consistency. Part 3 Summary. Part 3 teaches you. Fear is a signal, not an enemy. Loss attacks identity. Running from loss increases damage. Professionals treat loss as data. Emotional awareness improves performance. From here, you start seeing loss not as fear, but as a teacher. Part 4. How confidence, self-trust, and discipline are really built. Most traders think, I just need discipline. But Denise Schull reveals a different truth. Discipline is not created, it is born from trust. Why does discipline break? Market Mind Games explains when you don't trust yourself, doubt your decisions, treat every trade as life or death, discipline cannot survive because the mind is in fear. The damage of fake discipline. Many traders force rules, suppress emotions, control themselves harshly. But the book says, forced discipline is temporary. With a small loss, rules break, emotions explode, revenge trading begins. What is self-trust? According to Denise Schull, self-trust does not mean every trade will be right. Self-trust means I can handle myself even when I am wrong. That is the root of confidence. Where does confidence come from? Market Mind Games says, confidence does not come from results, it comes from understanding the process. Confidence does not come from results, it comes from understanding the process. When you know your risk, what to do after a loss, that uncertainty is normal. Confidence comes naturally. Decision-making and a calm mind. The book explains that a calm trader does not react quickly, observes emotions, creates clarity before decisions. This calm state becomes the foundation of better execution and consistency. Emotional integration. Denise Schull's core idea. Do not remove emotion. Integrate it into decisions. If fear appears, check position size. Evaluate risk. Do not suppress emotion. Learn to use it. Why do pros look so calm? Market Mind Games explains professionals look calm because they don't fight uncertainty. They have accepted loss. They are not afraid of emotions. For them, trading is not self-control, it is self-understanding. Part 4 Summary. Part 4 teaches you. Discipline comes from trust. Confidence comes from process. Forced control does not last. Emotional awareness brings consistency. A calm mind creates a better trader. From here, you begin becoming an emotionally mature trader. Part 5. The biggest illusion of risk, uncertainty, and control. Most traders believe, if I understand the market, I can control it. Denise Schull breaks this illusion directly. Where does the illusion of control come from? Market Mind Games explains the human mind wants certainty, predictability, a sense of control. The market provides none of these, so the mind creates the illusion of control. How control-seeking causes damage. When a trader wants control, they explain every move, refuse to accept loss, remove stop-loss, fight the market. That fight becomes the biggest loss. What is risk really? Denise Schull says, risk is not fear of losing money. Risk is inability to tolerate uncertainty. When risk exceeds emotional capacity, fear increases, thinking degrades, discipline collapses. How do professionals view risk? Market Mind Games explains professionals. Define risk first. Accept uncertainty. Maintain emotional distance from outcomes. For them, loss is not a surprise. Loss is a predefined possibility. Making peace with uncertainty. Core message of the book. A trader who runs from uncertainty cannot win. Professionals, do not fight uncertainty. Accept it as normal. Learn to operate within it. The benefit of letting go of control. Denise Schull explains when you release control, the mind becomes calm. Decisions become clear. Execution improves. Letting go of control is not weakness, it is maturity. Emotional risk management. In Market Mind Games, risk is not just numbers. Risk includes your sleep, your peace, your emotional balance. If after a trade, you feel restless, you keep checking charts, risk is too high. Part 5 summary. Part 5 teaches you. Control is an illusion. Risk is tied to emotional capacity. Fighting uncertainty causes damage. Professionals work through acceptance. Emotional risk management is essential. From here, you stop fighting the market and start working with it. Part 6. Habits, beliefs, and the real transformation of a trader. So far you understand. The market is not your problem. Your thinking and reactions are. Now Denise Schull goes deepest: beliefs and habits. Where do beliefs come from? Market Mind Games explains beliefs are formed from past experiences, past losses, childhood conditioning, societal thinking, and unknowingly, you bring them into trading. Harmful beliefs. Some common beliefs mentioned in the book. Loss is bad. Being wrong is weakness. A good trader never makes mistakes. These beliefs increase fear, damage decisions, break consistency. How habits are formed. Denise Schull says, habits are formed by emotions, not logic. If after every loss, you panic or feel guilt, the mind repeats the same pattern. How beliefs change. According to Market Mind Games, beliefs cannot be changed by force. They change through awareness. When you observe reactions, understand emotions, accept them, beliefs slowly transform. A new trader identity. Denise Schull says, you don't become a trader, you adopt a new way of thinking. When you treat loss as feedback, view emotion as data, accept uncertainty, a new identity forms. Calm, aware, consistent trader. The secret of high performance. Final message of Market Mind Games. High performance does not come from control, it comes from clarity. A trader with emotional clarity, self-trust, acceptance survives long-term. Final summary. Message of the entire book. Market Mind Games teaches you, emotions are not enemies. Strategy is useless without understanding the mind. Accepting uncertainty is the real victory. Self-awareness is the key to consistency. If you listened carefully to this video, you understood one thing. The market does not need to change. Your understanding of the mind does. When you learn to understand yourself, stop fighting emotions, embrace uncertainty, trading does not become easy, but it definitely becomes calm. If this video made you think, like it, subscribe to the channel, and comment. I am ready to understand my mind. Because the market does not play mind games, the mind plays them itself.